Hi, welcome to my video. This is Aletha with Create Your Future. Create Your Future is still giving away a free course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It is so worth your while to get this course, to watch it, and then implement it into your life so that you can, with ease, create, have, be, and do anything your heart desires. I also have courses and I do one-on-one coaching. All my coaching is 20% off right now, the regular price. And all of my courses are 10% off the regular price. So check it all out. It's in the description box below. All right, what are we gonna talk about today? We're gonna talk about something that took place in my life, and it is meant to encourage you how a change of my thought changed my world in a dramatic way. So let's begin. November 4th, a family member of mine was taken to the hospital, actually by me. And it took its course, ran its course, and it came to the point where we were being told by the medical world that this person was going to pass away and that it was just a matter of time. And of course, there was great sorrow amongst all of us. And I remember going to bed at night trying to feel well enough emotionally to fall asleep, when it occurred to me that everything is being pushed out. I'm in control of my quantum bubble reality. Therefore, that person must conform to me, no matter what situation they're in. And that everything I think and feel is pushed out of me and then reflected back. So I decided that I had already fallen into what the medical world was telling us, what I was seeing before my eyes as far as the person's demeanor and their physical well-being. And I decided I'm going to change that. I set an intention that the person was healthy and well and vibrant and living a full, rich life with many more years ahead of them. And then I took that intention and I visualized it. I put it into an imaginal form where they were with a family, in the family environment, and living their life to the fullest and happy and healthy and well with many more years ahead of them. Short 5-minute thing. I did not spend a lot of time on it. Then I fell asleep. The next day, I lived from that state of consciousness. Every time I would have those feelings of sadness and sorrow and anxiousness, and or get a medical report from someone in the family or whatever, I would always internally say, no, this person has perfect health. They are alive and well and have many more years ahead of them. And I stayed in that state of consciousness. The next day, that person made a remarkable recovery and were up and alive and moving around and being healthy. Then something else took place for a week or so later, and there they were again, back into that negative state. And I realized that during that interim time that I had actually fallen back into the negative state of consciousness, that this person was going to possibly pass away, and that, all this negative thinking. And I bought back into what was going on in the 3D reality. So then I decided, nope, I'm in control. I'm going to do it again. I did it once. I can do it another time. So I went back to seeing them healthy and well and vibrant with many more years ahead of them. Imaginally. Your imagination is your tool for life. You need to use it. And you think you don't have an imagination, you can't imagine. That is not the truth. Everyone is imagining all the time. And you can imagine either visually and see things very easily, or maybe it's auditory, or maybe it's scripting and writing. Whatever it is, it's words you are imagining, whether you like it or not. And you just have your own unique way of doing it. And so it's just like manifesting. You're manifesting whether you can't take a break. You can't take a break from imagining. You cannot take a break from manifesting. You are a creator, and you create through your imagination, and it's your tool. It's there, and you just need to use it in the way, you select how you're going to use it, because you're using it all the time. All right, so I imagined the person, and next thing I know, they had a remarkable recovery. We were up, moving around, and very, very alive, and very excited, and with good prognosis coming to us from the medical world. And then something else happened. And again, I recognized that I had fallen into just assuming that this was I assumed some negative stuff. And I was listening to some things coming from other people in my reality that were negative, and the medical world negative. And I fell into that again. And so my consciousness was back into that negative realm of the person was gravely ill. And I thought, okay, this is the last time I'm doing this, Aletha. From now on, you are staying in the state of consciousness that this person has perfect health, they're vibrant and alive and enjoying their life and have many more years ahead of them. And so I did the whole process over again, and I lived from that. I imagined it, I lived from that. And again, it was only like another day, and the person was back to life again, not coming from a state of unconsciousness. And what I did in that process was not only my internal world, but I was listening and hearing negative things from family members. So internally, I decided everything and everyone is me pushed out, and they think and say and feel and do what I think they're thinking, saying, and doing and feeling. So I changed the way I viewed them. They started pronouncing life over this person, and I got several accounts where the people were sitting by the bedside and the person was unconscious and they were pronouncing life over them. And so everything is you pushed out. And so that person even did it to themselves. I got a story from a medical person that they literally, the person pronounced life over themselves sometime during that whole process. And so everyone was falling in line with what my thoughts were. Everything is you pushed out. Your thoughts make a difference. Your assumptions are and your thoughts and your imagination, what you are imagining, all of that is producing your 3D reality, whether you want to admit it or not. What you're experiencing right now, you have selected it with your thoughts, your assumptions, and your imagination. You can unselect the negative. You can, and to what you want, you can revise it to what you want it to be. I mean, I didn't go into any great length. All of a sudden, 3 times, and the third time I'm sticking with it now because I realized how powerful this is. And I've known that, but it was so easy to get caught up, and especially when the medical world is telling you stuff and living wills are in effect and hospice is called in, and it just looks so bad and so real, and it feels real. But what is real is not the external world. What is real is what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what I'm assuming, and that goes for you in your reality. And so you just stay in that state of consciousness of whatever it is your heart's desiring, and then you select the life you're going to live externally, because in the moment, I create my next 3D reality. If I don't like what's showing up right now, I have the opportunity right now in this moment to change it to whatever I want, and I must persist in it. Can't be wishy-washy. You can't have 1 foot in the old story and 1 foot in the new story. You've got to be totally, completely solid in the story you're telling yourself and you're living from. And when you do that, you are going to get it reflected back to you. You're going to get the results that your heart's desiring and wanting, because you already have it. It's already there. Creation is finished. You're just selecting the experience you want to experience in your 3D reality. I told you this true life story of mine on purpose to encourage you, to let you know that you are so powerful, that you have power over life and death. You have the power over wellness or illness. You have the power over wealth or poverty. You have the power over looking and feeling vibrant and feeling young and beautiful or not. You have that power. It's all in how you walk through your life internally. What are you thinking? How do you see yourself? How do you view yourself? What is your self-concept about yourself and about the world, external world around you? If you think and feel it's all negative, then it will be. If you think and feel that every day and every way, beautiful, wonderful things are always coming to me, and that I am the operant power of my reality, I'm in control of everything and everyone, that everything out there, everything and every person must conform to my thoughts. They must. Because I'm the operant power. I'm the only one with any free will in my reality. They have none. We're multidimensional. In their own multidimensional, their own little reality somewhere, they do what they want. They are the ones in control. But in your quantum bubble reality, it's you. You get to call the shots. You get to decide and select what you're going to experience, what you're going to bring into your life, because creation is finished. It's multidimensional. There's many, many, many options out there. You just select the one you want. You give it your attention, your full attention, and you live from that as though it's already done, already real, because it is, but you have to live internally that you already have it. I lived internally. Every time I would have a negative thought about this person, and even though I was looking at them laying there unconscious, internally I was saying they're healthy and they're well, and they have many more years ahead of them. And it happened so quickly. I'm talking a day later. Every single time it was a day or two later. It wasn't weeks in between and all kinds of stress and anxiety. No, it was because why? Our consciousness is what is reflected back to us. And so the message today is that you are so powerful and your imagination is powerful. Do not discard your imagination. Do not think that you aren't imagining. You are. So you be aware of what you're thinking and what you're visualizing, whether it's auditory, scripting, or seeing. Your words are always an image of some kind, a feeling. So you need to pay attention to what that is. And if it's not in alignment with what you want, then you make sure you change it to being what you want. And force yourself. You must take a concerted effort. I mean, the negative side of us just loves to suck life from us. And we enjoy it for some sick reason. But don't give in to that. Don't give in to that negative, destructive side of yourself. That humanness, that ego mind. Live from the vision. Live from what it is your heart's desiring, and live as though you already have it right now and feel those feelings. And don't let anything out there or anyone out there tell you it's not possible, because it is. You're God. God in you. You are. Your imagination is God in you. So live from your imagination being what you want your heart to be, and stick with it. And you will see the miraculous. And I'm telling you, I did not spend hours or get all emotional and bent out of shape over it and, forcing anything. I didn't say a word to anybody. I just simply, for maybe 5 minutes, decided what I wanted, and then imagined that, visualized that person in a family environment being alive and having many more years ahead of them. And then it showed up in my 3D reality. As soon as I went back to the old negative thinking and falling in line with some of the predictions from the medical world, that person declined. As soon as I decided I'm not going to listen to that stuff and that they have the kind of life that I'm choosing for them, they improved and became healthy, and they're still healthy today because I'm staying with that, and they have life. And so that's my message. And I will encourage you that if you have questions about this, or if you need somebody to walk through your personal experience with you, then I'm more than willing to help you through coaching. All you have to do is click the link below to coach with me and set up an appointment, schedule something, and let me help you with whatever it is you're going through right now. According to the law of assumption, it is real, and it's the way to live your life. You're not a victim, and you're not out of control unless you think you are. You are the operant power, and you have so much. You have power over life and death. Blessings.